usafacts.org. The federal government spent over $1.3 billion to clear the rape kit backlog since 2011, but USA Facts analysis uncovered thousands of rape kits awaiting testing in 2022. At least 25,000 untested rape kits sat in law enforcement agencies and crime labs across the country. Untested rape kits have significant consequences for both the criminal justice system and sexual assault survivors. Not only can rape kit testing provide crucial evidence that helps identify perpetrators and bring them to justice, it also can connect perpetrators to other assaults. Wow, unreal. You know, I was not even aware of that. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. I'm always mesmerized by what our country appears to do with funding. Right? When I was a kid, I know my mother was like, why are we sending this money to these other places? Like, there's always been this situation. Like, why are we sending, why? Like, what do we need over here? You know, with this money we're sending to Israel, we could do so many things, right? We could do so. And I just picked that place because it's the one that, you know, I think we sent them $12 billion already this year. But yeah, like what are we, why, right? Why? And knowing that people are sitting there the stress of waiting for a kid like this to come back, I just can't even fathom. While the perpetrators out there may be doing more crimes, the alleged perpetrators out there doing more crimes. But let's talk about the ICE situation, you know, because I feel like that was more the focal point of your call. I think a lot of things on this. So one, I think a lot of what you see, not a lot, I would say I bet half of what you see, the videos and stuff out of Los Angeles, are not real. I think a lot of them are seeds that are planted to create conflict, right? To create more videos, you know, caring people show up, caring for a cause, they create more videos, and then there's all this extra videography. But I believe that the whatever you would call it, the Duralog, whatever starts, that is kind of staged. I feel like even a lot of the videos are probably staged. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying that deportations aren't happening. I'm not saying any of that. I just don't trust things that a lot of the stuff in Los Angeles. I believe that a lot of things in our world are staged, and then we see videos and then we believe them. I believe them. You believe them. We believe them. Obviously, there's a lot of deportations going on. It's sick when you see like children crying and people being taken from their parents. It's heartbreaking. Anybody thinks that that's heartbreaking. Now, there's also in the country, you have rules, you have laws, you have like, these are the rules, right? And some people are here, they're illegal. They're illegal by the letter of the law, technically. They're undocumented, right? Now, 40% of people that are here illegally are Mexican, right? 60% are not. We're just coming off a huge influx of people that were just let into the country during the last political administration. We've had Border Patrol agents on, it's undeniable. A lot of them are not even from Mexico. A lot of them are not laborers that were just coming over for fruit season or for farming season and then coming back. A lot of them are not that. So, when Trump he's heavy-handed. That's who he is, right? We've also had a broken system for a long time. So when the hammer starts to come down, or the guillotine as this is, it's not going to be comfortable. And at first it's going to be messy. It's not going to be smooth. And I think that, and I know Trump spoke the other day, that there needs to be a way, and I believe wholeheartedly there needs to be a way where people who are productive citizens are allowed to get amnesty or create a path for them to have citizenship. I believe that, undeniably. There's also people who are like, well, when someone says they shouldn't be in our country, right? You hear that they shouldn't be in our country. Well, this is our land, right? I believe that our land is still, that America is still fully entrenched by the ghosts of pain from what happened to Native American people. I believe that, right? I believe that the land doesn't forget. I believe that. I don't believe that we've made amends to those situations. I think there's other situations in history that we haven't made amends to. I believe that. At the same time, like, I believe, and this is a bigger belief, that in a few years, there's this plan with, it was spoken a few weeks ago, that Trump picked this company Palantir to create this digital database, right? This, to use like AI technologies to create this whole database of everything. I'd asked JD Vance about it. So I believe in a few years in America that everywhere you go, there's going to be facial recognition. It's just going to be all built into our society, right? I mean, built in. So I don't think in a few years you would even be able to be in the country if you're not supposed to be, by law, right? By the letter of the law. I don't even think it's going to be possible. I think that's where we're headed, and we're headed there quick. And I think this is just one of the early stair steps you see of that, right? Is the organization, the documentation. Everybody, you have to know who's here. You have to. And I think in a few years, it's not going to matter. The system will know, right? I think it's Palantir is the company that's going to do it. They've also been accused of a lot of dangerous stuff in Gaza. But that's the company we're going to be surveilling basically ourselves, right? We as citizens, whoever we are going to be under surveillance in our own country. That's going to be bonkers, dude. So I believe that it's a bigger thing that these are the stairs, these are the baby steps of it. First is you got to know who's here. You got to figure everything out. And yeah, I agree. The stuff's gross. It's sick. It's heartbreaking. The stuff in Gaza is heartbreaking. Us watching this and becoming immune to some of the, or not, and then you're so overwhelmed sometimes you don't even know what to speak up about. And you still also, most people have to take care of their families and get to school or worry about this or worry about that or do okay at their job, So, and then some people just stay out of it and they just go on about their lives. And are they bad for doing that? I don't think so. It's all a lot. It's all a lot. That's what it feels like sometimes, It feels tough. It feels tough to navigate. What do I do? How do I do this? But we see, and we feel everything now. So emotionally, I think a lot of shit gets pretty overwhelming at times, or we just start to get immune to it, which is even scarier. Because then you see something really messed up and you don't even say anything. You literally move past it with your thumb. So anyway, sorry to be a downer right there with a lot.